Please explain costagen. What is costagen? You heard of that?
I assume they're saying Colossians or something like that. Maybe Colossians.
Oh, Colossians?
Yeah, maybe if they can just clarify.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's read Colossians 2:16 for the sake of time.
Right. Let's see here.
All right.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day.
So let's break it down. Let no man therefore judge you in what?
In meat.
In meat. That means judge what you eat.
Or in drink.
Or what you drink.
Or in respect of an holy day.
Or in respect of a holy day.
Or the new moon, or of the Sabbath days.
Or the new moon, or the Sabbath days. Now when it says, let no man judge you, when it's saying, let no man judge you, the churches will say, because usually you go there and ask them, well, why are you eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster? Why are you celebrating Christmas? Why are you not worshiping on the Sabbath? They'll pull this scripture out on you. They say that when you bring up the fact that the Most High said, remember the Sabbath, you're judging them. Well, guess what? They're not rightly dividing the word of truth. Because if you were judging them according to the law, you would kill them. So the proper context of these scriptures, when it says, let no man judge you of meat and drink. During Paul's time, you had Jews that would come into the church of Colossia, and that was saying because Israelites weren't following the holy days, they needed to die or be banished from amongst the men of Israel. That was the judgment according to scriptures. When Moses seen a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath and they put him in ward, the Most High commanded Moses to kill that man. He wasn't supposed to work on the Sabbath. That was the judgment for not respecting the Sabbath. So when you read Colossians, the 2nd chapter, when it says, let no man judge you, that's not saying don't let no man correct you. That's saying if I'm following the Sabbath, I can't kill someone who's not following it like I'm following it. Christ died on the cross. So I can't judge that person for them not following the Sabbath. This have nothing to do with Sunday. Because when it says, let no man judge you in respect of a holy day, Sunday was never a holy day. So it's not speaking of Sundays. It's not speaking of Christmas. Christmas was never a holy day. It's speaking of judging someone according to the law for breaking the laws in the Bible. So Paul said we're not allowed to execute punitive, what you would call judgments against Israelites who are not following the holy days the way the Pharisees and scribes were. We can't kill people now. We must give them grace and allow them to learn about the holy days, learn the importance of the Sabbath. That's what that means. This has nothing to do with allowing someone to eat pork and shrimp, crab, and lobster. When it says judge someone in respect of meat, it's not saying because you're eating shrimp that I can't come and say, well, according to the law, you're not supposed to be eating shellfish. When it says respect of meat, the holy days had also meat and drink offerings included in it, which were lawful meat, lawful drink. This has nothing to do with excusing a person for sinning on purpose. So the churches are not rightly dividing this word. They use this scripture and say, well, you can't judge me for celebrating Christmas. That's my holy day. When Paul wasn't even thinking about Christmas when he wrote this scripture. He was talking about the holy days written of in the Old Testament. Are you following me here?
Someone says, who would Japheth be today?
Japheth would be the modern day, most of the Chinese, Japanese, some of the Japanese people, but the poor Japanese, or a lot of them are from the lost tribes. The Asian people, predominantly. The Iranians, the Persians, they would be the Japhetic people. Okay? Last one. I didn't answer questions in a long time. That's the only reason I'm going to do this today. Give Revelations 3 and 10, and that's the last question for today, right? Mm-hmm. Read that.
Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
We're in the hour of temptation. When it talks about the hour of temptation, it's really speaking of the last Jubilee. Speaking of the last Jubilee of time, that the Most High, where temptation will be at its height. The opportunity to sin will be readily available. So we're at a point where everyone is being tempted with their weakness. But if we do what's right, the Most High will put us in a scenario, in the right mental framework to abstain from that temptation. All right? With that, we're going to pray out and wish you all Godspeed.